fight. Trying to see where this life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
Another Sabbath, another weekend to magnify and to glorify the name of the Most High.
Right.
Let's bring this up.
The book of Acts, chapter 18, verse 4.
Right.
And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath.
What the Lord say?
And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath.
Right, so we reasoning in the spiritual synagogue every Sabbath. Hey, brother, check it out real quick.
2 minutes. Brother.
Check it out 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All right, brother, you an Israelite.
Right. You're Israelite.
All right,
And
read that again.
Yeah. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath.
Right.
And persuaded the Jews and the Greeks.
Right, and we out here persuading Israel to come back to keeping the laws, the statutes, the ordinances, right, that our forefathers kept. Right. And to be that perfect vessel that the Most High is longing and searching for.
Right.
Let's bring this out.
it's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Yeah.
Remember the Sabbath day.
The Lord say,
Remember the Sabbath
what
day.
is today?
Remember the Sabbath
The
day.
Lord said, remember the Sabbath day.
Right.
Why? Because it's going to come a time where Israel will forget the Sabbath.
Right.
Right, and we living in those times. Right, Israel, they don't know today the Sabbath. They don't know the ordinances to keep it holy, no buying, no selling. So the Lord is commanding us to remember the Sabbath day. We don't.
To keep it holy.
Right.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right, so we got 6 days to get everything done. We don't.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right, and that's it on that. So the Lord said today is the Sabbath, the holy.
Right.
Again, this is something that our forefathers kept from old. And this is why we should continually to strive to keep the laws, the statutes, and the ordinances. Why? Because they're just, they're perfect,
Right.
they're good. Let's get Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 13. Let's bring this up.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right.
Yeah. Gather yourselves together.
The Lord say,
Gather yourselves together.
Again,
Gather yourselves together.
The Lord said, gather yourselves together.
Right.
Again, today is the Shabbat, right? The Sabbath. We gathering ourselves together. Right? We coming together. We doing the work all day. We literally in the words. Get up in the morning. Right? You going through the precepts. You reading. You studying. You going to the school. Listening to the breakdown. You taking notes. You teaching. You reading. Then you come out and you literally still doing the work.
Right.
So the Lord said, gather yourselves together because we're doing this as a body, as a nation, right? Not as a camp, right? Not because just not because we just feel like it is the Sabbath. I'm gonna just do what I want to do. I guess for us to come together. No, we doing this out of love and sincerity of the brotherhood and of the Lord.
Right.
Right. Read that again.
Gather yourselves together.
Right.
Yea, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired.
Right. We're a nation that's not desired. Again, why? Because we don't got the Lord with us. Right. We don't got the Most High. We don't get Yahweh Shah. We don't get rulers. Right. We don't have a firm. It's like we don't have a firm a pedestal to build upon. Again, that's what we have Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Hey sister, check it out 2 seconds. You got 2 seconds, sister? Chop in real quick.
About the Bible?
Yeah. Just about, you know what I'm saying, about the Bible, about history and nationality.
Yeah, come on, it's cold outside too.
Alright, what's your nationality? Wait, first of all,
American?
Alright, now do you believe in the Bible?
I do believe in the Bible.
Alright, so you said that you're American.
Yeah.
Now, do you read about the Americans in the Bible?
No,
What about so-called blacks and Hispanics? Do you read about them in the Bible?
no.
You don't?
No.
Because the Bible has all 18 nations listed in there.
Right.
Right. So when you actually read the Bible, every nation's history is within the Bible. Because the Bible is actually a history book. So my question to
We
you,
speak on the different nationalities, all in different chapters.
yeah, all throughout the Bible speaks of different nationalities. You read about the Greeks, the Romans, the Persians.
So what about the Bible? What about the Bible where Jesus died? You know, is that Bible? Is that Bible?
Yeah, it's a KJV.
So we have different nationalities and covenants. So what color was the Gentiles?
So what color were the Gentiles?
Yeah, what nationality was the Gentiles?
Well, the word Gentile is in the title.
Yeah.
So really
So
anybody
what color was
can be.
Jesus?
All right, hold on.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Go one by one.
Because it does explain each nationality in the Bible, but are they in the story?
Yes. Now we're gonna
You
read.
said Puerto Ricans was in the Bible day?
Yes, the Puerto Ricans are in the Bible. Every nation that's on.
It's right here.
On that side. So we look at this sign right here. These would be the Israelites according to the Bible. So by default, when you see the word Israel or Israelite, automatically that's talking about these people on the sign, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because again, you don't read about African Americans in the Bible, or West Indians, or Puerto Ricans, or Dominicans, or Mexicans. No, you read about the Israelites. Right. Now we're gonna show you how the Lord He divided. There's people on this side and every other people. Okay. Let's read. Right, so we're gonna show how the Lord literally set a difference between these people on this side, separated them and made them holy. This is your people. Let's read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 8.
It says, check it out.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
So the Most High divided the nations their inheritance. So again, the Lord has 18 different nations. Out of one of those nations, which are the Israelites, He chose to put His name in. Right, we don't?
When He separated the sons of Adam,
He did what?
When He separated the sons of Adam.
Again, because everybody comes from, you know what I'm saying, Adam. But He separated the men that came from Adam. And again, those people that He separated to Himself was the Israelites. Chosen. Again, your people are the Israelites. According to the Bible.
Everybody is from Adam?
Yes, everybody's from Adam. But again, let's read this in Matthew 6, verse 54. Just because everybody comes from Adam, again, the Lord has a chosen seed line. Again, you are a part of that chosen seed line. But we don't learn this in school. Right? We don't learn this in colleges. Our parents don't teach us that we're the Israelites according to the Bible. Why? Because we lost our nationality. We lost the way to the Lord. Why? Because again, we literally separated from His laws, statutes, commandments, etc. You can give me Jeremiah 16:4 and then
the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 54.
Right.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Right.
Of him come we all.
What the Lord said?
Of him come we
So
all.
again, of Adam come we all nations, all kindreds. Everybody comes from Adam. You know?
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And what?
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Even God's chosen come from Adam. You know?
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord,
Right.
because thou madest the world for our sake.
So the Lord made this world for our sake.
Right.
The Lord literally made these other nations, the trees, the grass, the animals, for you. Not for everybody, but for our sakes. Read on.
As for the other people,
But as for the other people, the Gentiles, like how you were saying,
Okay.
read,
which also come of Adam,
they come at Adam too. Read on.
thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are what?
They are nothing.
So the Lord literally separates His chosen people from all of the rest of the other nations. But
What do you
again,
guys call yourself?
so what do we call ourselves?
Yeah, like what is your Baptist, Christian, what?
Well, we don't actually have a religion.
Really?
No, it's not a religion. So that's like saying, if I was to ask you your nationality, you was to say black. Is that a religion or is that who you
No,
actually
just
are?
say American. Because that
American.
specifies everything. Yeah.
Because that's what,
'Cause I am
that's
who
what
I
you
am.
so-called
I'm
actually are.
Yeah.
But when we read the Bible, the Lord talks about the Israelites.
Yeah.
But that's who they actually are. Like,
Right.
like for example, if this brother is a so-called Mexican, I can't say, well, I want to be a Mexican. That's my religion. No, that's literally what he is.
Yeah.
So just like what the Lord said, us being Israelites, that's literally who we are. It can't be a mixing up for a religion or well, we think this or I think that. No, it's literally thus saith the Lord. Whatever the Lord said, we're gonna go with it.
Right.
But religion is they take their own doctrine, they take what they want out of it, and they make it to a doctrine. Like Christianity. Like Christianity. The Bible says that the Lord chose Israel. Christianity says, no, he chose everybody.
Right.
That's religion.
Right.
Right, that's religion.
Okay, you beautiful young man, black man. Okay, every man of this color. Yeah.
But again, sister,
I'm finna, yeah.
I'm
I don't have a specific religion I go by. All I know is the Lord.
and that's good because we don't go by
Save
religion
of the
either.
backslider.
And again, we don't go by religion. We don't deal with Christianity or Baptism.
I held
or
a Bible
any of those
before.
things.
Which one is this? This is a Bible too.
What's the Bible? It's called the Apocrypha. It was actually taken out the Bible by the Protestant church.
Okay.
But since you mind if we step down and finish this comment, because you know.
Oh, you with him?
Yeah, we with them over there.
Oh,
you know what I'm
really?
saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Can I chop it up?
Oh,
Step
yeah,
down
okay.
there?
God bless y'all.
Well, we got to fly if you're going to fill up. Too.
Okay.
But again, you mind coming down here so we can finish up?
Yeah, come
All
on.
right, come on, let's take it out.
Great.
How do we get
Huh?
How do we get
Okay.
EMS right here. Huh?
What's that?
EMS, well, that's because that's actually our brothers. So again, just like what I said, being the so-called blacks and Hispanics, we teaching them. It's a group of brothers down there, and they named Great Millstone, and they do the same thing. They waking up the people. They in the cities. That's right. They fitting Israel back to the military. That just show you how much this word is going out. Again, it's not a religion. We're giving you back the nationality that these nations took from slavery. When you was getting raped, robbed, and murdered, taught you how to read, you have to fend for yourself. So again, let's get Jeremiah 17. Let's get Jeremiah 17. All right, because there's prophecy already that we was going to depart from the Lord.
Yeah.
Why? Because we didn't keep his commandments. Now, do you know some commandments? That's all. Read this real quick.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Right, so the Lord said that so-called blacks and Hispanics are going to discontinue from their heritage. Now, what nation of people on this earth has discontinued from their heritage? Yeah, their heritage was cut off now. They can't even remember what their people did back on the west coast of Africa.
What's your nationality? Why you asking my nationality? What you call yourself?
Well, we know who we are. We're not the Gentiles. We're the Israelites.
The Israelites.
We're the Israelites. We're the chosen.
Okay.
Now, the other nations, they the Gentiles. Now, the so-called white men, the Chinese, and Asian, they're the Gentiles.
We don't say that though. We're all God's people.
So we're all God's people?
Yeah.
But again, sister, like you said, you don't believe in Christianity. That's Christianity.
Yeah.
Again, the Bible, nowhere can you find in the Bible it says everybody is God's chosen.
Hey, King, you know what else they teach in Christianity? Christmas.
Christmas, exactly. They don't teach Christmas. They do.
Do you guys see Christmas?
No. We read Jeremiah the 10th chapter, and we realize not to celebrate a holiday that deals with putting up trees and putting ornaments on them. Verbatim it says that in Jeremiah the 10th chapter. But then you got people that it's in Christianity, they say, nah, I'm gonna do that. When the Lord said in Jeremiah 10, don't do it, man, I'm gonna put up this tree. And I'm gonna put the lights on it. Right? But let's bring this out there.
Isaiah 44.
Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 1.
Right?
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant,
Right.
and Israel,
And who?
and Israel,
No, everybody.
and Israel,
In Israel, who what?
whom I have chosen.
Whom I have
Right, you
chosen.
better say, young man.
So again, the Lord chose Israel, sister. Again, you're an Israelite. The Lord didn't choose everybody. So we got to get out that mindset of trying to save everybody when literally everybody is looking to put you down. You got the so-called white man, the Chinese man, the damn Asian man. Yeah, all these nations.
To do with God, though.
It does though, sister.
No, not
That's
everything.
everything. Let's get Psalms 83:1. Did you know that? All right, so have you heard of King David?
King David, I don't know. Tell me, I don't know.
Well, King David is a man after the Most High's own heart. Psalms 83.
What now?
Psalms 83. Okay. So again, King David is a man after the Most High's own heart. Meaning what King David is perfect. Now let's see what King David said. Because again, King David, he was getting oppressed. Even though he was the king, these other nations and what he went through in his life, he was still getting oppressed. So let's read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1.
Right?
Keep not thou silence, O God.
So he's praying to the Most High God. He's saying, Lord, don't keep your silence. Don't hold your peace. Don't be quiet. Right? Cry aloud. You know?
Hold not thy peace.
Right.
And be not still, O God.
Right?
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
So King David, who's perfect with the Lord, has enemies. Now let's see who his enemies are. You know?
And they that hate thee.
They that what?
And they that hate thee.
Would you admit that the so-called white man hates the so-called black man today as a nation?
Hey, it could be true.
I mean, but is it could it be true or is it true? We just look at his.
Hey, everybody got their own life on how they perceive what they going through.
I mean, when you just look at history.
Yeah, we can't look at history, but you know, that's why we had Rosa Parks. Okay, the Martin Luther King break those chains.
I mean, but what chains did they break?
That's a lot.
Like
It's
what?
up to you.
But name one chain that they break.
It's up to you to be what you want to be.
But name one chain that they break. Slavery. So we're not getting. So we're not in slavery to this day. Mentally.
Mentally, not physically. Though.
I mean,
That's why I said it's up to you.
That's no
it's up
better,
to you
though.
to break the chain.
No, sister. Come on, sister. Don't. Real quick,
It
sister.
is.
Real quick. You gotta come back. Let's finish this
You
up.
can't look at the white man no more.
Psalms 83 and verse 3.
Right.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Again, he's praying to the Most High, saying these other nations have taken crafty counsel against me and my people.
Yeah.
So again, that's the same thing today. Do not the other nations take crafty counsel against us? I mean, why is it that the so-called blacks is at the bottom and Hispanics? Why isn't the Chinese man, the white man, the Arab man, why aren't they at the bottom with us? Why are they at the top and we're at the bottom? You don't see like that's weird,
You can be at the top.
but we not at the top.
You can be at the top, not we. It's you.
It's not me, it's about us.
It is, but you can do it.
So we have to do it.
We have to do it, but
Well,
it's up to
starting-
the person to do it.
but
So
starting
you
with
got
that-
a big group, but I bet you one of them you might be tired.
But starting with that, we have to see why we're at the bottom for us to get to the top. We have to figure out that solution. Okay, I know why I'm at the bottom. I do A, B, and C to get to the top. All right?
There you go.
Again, now, a part of that is realizing that these other nations are oppressing us
Right.
and they have us at the bottom. So again, read that, finish it out.
They have said, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Right.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation,
Right.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So they literally said, let's come and take these so-called black people, these niggas, let's cut them off, let's put them in slavery, let's take away the Bible, let's flip it up, make our own Bible, then put them, beat they back in, whip their nationality out of them, then we're gonna give them African American, an American. Now, what's your great-great-great-grandmother calling herself an African American or an American? So on the west coast of Africa, your great-grandmother was calling herself a black man.
I'm not for sure.
You're not for sure. Exactly. And that's why we out here telling you what the Lord called our people. Like we said earlier, the Lord called us the Israelites, God's chosen. You said that for me, Israelite?
Israelite, yeah.
So according to the Bible, you're an
Gentiles.
Israelite.
That's what I said.
No,
Gentiles.
we're not the Gentiles. We're
I
the
know.
Israelites.
I know.
You gotta get that Gentile mentality out of your mind. You're better than a Gentile.
Okay.
Alright? Let's get Deuteronomy 76 real quick. See, because now we gotta show you that you're actually better than a Gentile. Let's read this. Deuteronomy 76.
Check it out.
The
Wow.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse.
Because remember earlier, we went into what? We went into 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. How the Lord chose Israel of everybody that came out of Adam. Now Adam had many sons. Again, the Lord chose who? Israel. Just showing you that you're the chosen. He went to Isaiah who showed you that you was the chosen. So you got to get that mentality that you've been a Gentile out your mind. So let's read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Right.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy
So
God.
you're holy, right? Read.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right, so the Lord chose you to be special unto himself. The Lord literally said, oh, this sister, yeah, she's chosen, and I want her to myself. He didn't do that to everybody. He did that to you and to your people. Read on.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Right.
above all people.
No, beneath.
Above all people.
Which he's a Gentile.
Above all people
Above all people. Read on.
that are upon the face of the earth.
So can you admit that you're above all people that are upon the face of the earth? Can you admit that you're better than them? Just look at that.
Do that.
We're not saying that. We're not just saying, you know what, I'm just going to be nice today. Let me just write that in there. No, the Lord said that from old. This Bible has been here for thousands of years, way before any one of us was born. Yet the Lord chose you, the foundation.
Word.
Again, that's deep. That's showing you how much the Lord really has been long suffering with us as a people. Now we're gonna give you some commandments. Let's get Leviticus the 11th chapter. Now again, as you before, what's your nationality? According to the Bible. Again, America's not in there. African Americans not in there. Black, the Israelites.
Israelites.
Yeah, not the Northern lights, but the Israelites.
You know,
Right.
boy.
The Israelites.
Where your mom
Now-
at? She's out here too?
Huh?
Your mom?
No. But we're gonna read about. We're actually going to some commandments about the Israelites. Because again, we're supposed to keep these commandments. Guess what? We didn't. We got thrown into slavery. Right. Let's read this.
The book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine.
You know what?
And the
Read
swine.
it again.
And the
You know
swine.
what swine is?
Ten, right?
Swine. It's a type of meat. You know, swine.
Right.
Pork. Swine is pork. Right. Read.
Though he divide the hoof
Right.
and be cloven footed,
Right.
yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean unto
He
you.
is what?
He is unclean to you.
So the swine, the pig, is unclean. You
Yeah.
can't eat it. The Lord not dealing with people eating pork. Now, knowing that you're an Israelite and the Lord gave his commandments to the Israelites to not eat pork, are you willing to do what the Lord said to never eat pork again?
Yeah, it's fucking me.
That's right. That's right. See? That's right. So again, the Lord not dealing with people eating pork. Our people name it. Why? Again, God's chosen. You know?
Of their flesh shall you not eat,
Right?
and their carcass shall you not touch.
The Lord said don't even touch a dead pig.
right.
Why?
They are unclean to you.
It's a clean. Now do you eat seafood? Probably like shrimp, crab, probably get into the lobster a little bit. It tastes good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Verse 9.
Right.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Right.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales
Right.
in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So the Lord said whatever come out the waters, the seas, and the rivers, we can eat it. But it has to have fins and scales.
Right.
So whatever comes out the waters has to have fins and scales in order for it to go into your body.
Fins and scales.
Both fins and scales. So does that mean we can eat shrimp then? It's so good.
I don't know. These scavengers are going to see, right?
That's a scavenger.
Yeah.
And a crab and a lobster. What they do, they clean up the ocean.
Yeah.
So if an animal damn poop, there's a carcass at the bottom, those animals are gonna clean it up. That's what the Lord created them. Same thing with a broom. Man created a broom to clean up the floor. So if I was sweeping or mopping, now rained out the mop water, and I grabbed a funnel cup, and I just scooping and start drinking on mop water, then that's off. That's disgusting. Same thing with these animals. They cleaning up the poop. Then I ate 10 pounds of poop, cleaning up the sea, going crazy. You say, man, I'm gonna put that on my plate right there. That's damn $50 a delicacy. Oh yeah, you rubbing your hand. No, the Lord not dealing with that. So again, whatever's out of the water that don't got both fins and scales, the Lord not dealing with.
Fish.
I mean, fish got fins and scales. Like salmon, you can eat it. Perch, tilapia, bass, red snapper. These certain fishes you can eat. Why? Because they got both fins and scales. Now, if I wanted to say, let's say, I was going to sharks, and I seen catfish was on the menu. Can I get it?
No.
Why not?
It's not good for you. It's not scavenger.
It is a scavenger, but the real answer is it don't got both fins and scales.
Right.
Right? So, namely, you want to base your mindset of what the Lord said that we can and can't do.
Yeah.
All right? Now, knowing that, are you willing to put down the pork? You said you want to put down the pork. What about the shrimp, the crab, and the lobster?
I never ate crab or lobster.
Or shrimp?
I ate shrimp.
Now, are you willing to put it all the way?
I don't eat it like that. I'm not a big. I don't be like, I'm gonna get a bag of shrimp. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if they got the butter with it? Melted the butter, they put it in front of you, and they got the shrimp, and it's warm. They just went to Red Lobster, they put it in front of you, said it's free. Go ahead.
I
You
would
gonna eat it?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, 'cause it ain't hurting me yet.
No, hold on, sister.
It got scales too.
Hold on, sister. But the Lord said if it don't got both fins and scales, you can't eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means if somebody come up to you with a bucket of shrimp, and they got the butter with it, and they just pour it on there, and it's free, and they give it to you, you gotta say, no, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah.
It's in 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 40 real quick. You can't be dealing with it if it's free or if it's, you know what I'm saying, I gotta go. It's buy one, get one free. The Lord not dealing with buy one, get one free with abominations. Right? Let's get this.
Book of 2 Kings, chapter 4 and verse 40.
Right.
So they poured out for the men to eat.
Right, so that's, for example, they put the shrimp in front of the men, they put the shrimp in front of you, right, read.
And it came to pass,
Right.
as they were eating of the pottage,
Right now, so now they eating of it. But then, you know what I'm saying, something happened, read on.
that they cried out and said, O thou man of God,
Right.
there is death in the pot.
There's what?
There is death in the
What
pot.
is shrimp?
There is death in the pot.
No, but got the butter on it.
There is death in the
So
pot.
when you see that, you gotta say, oh, that's death in the pot. Now, if death was literally in front of you, you got cigarettes, abominations, are you just gonna eat it up? No, why? Because it's bad for you.
Yeah.
Same thing with shrimp. So when our forefathers, they seen that shrimp, that pork, that crab, they say, hold on, that's death in the pot. And what they do,
And they could not eat thereof.
right?
But he said, then bring meal. And he cast it into the pot. And he said,
Right, and that's it on there. But again, our forefathers, they looking at it, they say, hold on, that's death in a pot. So knowing that, sister, no eating shrimp at all. No matter if it's free or not, no eating, no abominations. That's 2 commandments right there. Let's get Leviticus 19 and verse 26. And go like 2 more for you pull up. And again, that's why it's good to learn these laws, because you got people like them down there who teach false doctrines. And they say, come learn about it. The Lord's dealing with men that's solely keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's believing on his only begotten Son, who the world called Jesus Christ.
I gotta get up out of here.
All right, what's the last commandment? Let's read this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 26.
Right.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood,
All right.
neither shall you use enchantment nor observe
So
time.
the Lord's not dealing with anyone who's using enchantments or who's into astrology to the point where they're making it idolatry. So you're looking at the stars, you're saying, oh, I'm an Aries, or I'm a Pisces. Oh, that star right there, okay, I'm a Sadducees, that's my month. The Lord not dealing with that. All right? That's idolatry. Let's read on.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head,
Right.
neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Right?
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
So when you get depressed, no cutting yourself, taking a knife, then listening to Juice WRLD, XXX Temptation, then playing Esau demonic music, you just start cutting it. The Lord not dealing with that. No doing that, leave that for the heathen. The Gentiles can do that.
Yeah.
You an Israelite, not a Gentile. You know?
Nor print any marks upon you.
No what?
Nor print any marks upon you.
So what does that sound like printing much point?
Tattoo?
Tattoo. The Lord said he's not dealing with people that's getting tattoos. Why? Because this body is holy. You know,
He's dealing with you, so he don't forgive you.
huh?
He don't forgive you.
No, the Lord will forgive you, but that's if you repent. You
Yeah.
come back to him. Now, if you're not repenting, you just getting tattoos, getting a damn cross tattoo, in John 3:16. It's again the Lord not there. I know a brother, he got a tattoo with Philippians 4:13. I asked him what precept do that say he don't know. Then he said that's not Philippians, that's Filipinos. So he don't even know how to say the name of the church. He just saying, oh man, that's Filipinos 4:13. The Lord not dealing with Filipinos 4:13 tatted on. So let's read on.
I am the Lord.
Right?
Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Right, that's and against another commandment showing that we gotta keep the laws. What is that law? No printing marks upon you, no tattoos, no cutting yourself.
Yeah.
Now let's get Leviticus. Let's get Ecclesiastes 12:13. This is the last verse. I know you gotta go. Again, what's your nationality? According to the Bible?
Israelite.
Israelites.
Yeah.
That's right, sister.
Israelites,
That's
right.
sister. Now, this is the sum of the whole matter. Let's read this.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Right?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right?
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Read it again.
Fear
So
God
you have to fear the Lord and what?
and keep his commandments.
Right?
For this is the whole duty of man.
So your whole purpose of being up on the earth is to literally serve the Lord. Which is what? Which is submission.
Yeah.
Which is by keeping the laws, the statutes, and believing on the Son,
Yeah.
so-called Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushua, in the pit of Hebrew. Now, what's some things that you learned up here? Leave it alone.
That there's all nationalities in the Bible.
Right.
That I am an Israelite.
That's right,
Right.
sister.
What else? No cutting yourself, getting tattoos, eating pork or seafood,
Okay,
which
okay.
is shrimp.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sister.
Nothing without two wings and scales.
Yeah, no.
Fins.
Yeah, fins and scales you can't eat. If it don't got fins and scales,
You can't eat.
hey, it's death in the pot. Kind of unfamiliar.
Okay, thank y'all.
All right, sister, you an Israelite.
Yep, I'm an Israelite.
You gotta do what? Keep the what?
Keep the
Start with a C. The Start with a C.
Christ.
The commandments.
The commandments.